All right. What's up, everyone? I am Couch23. This is a ROM hack of Final Fantasy IV called Unprecedented Crisis. It was made by Pink Puff, probably one of the best hackers of FF4. It's pretty vanilla up to Fagul, and it kind of changes afterwards, but we're not going to see any of that because there's a fun little thing in here. But let's get going in 3, 2, 1, go. So the developer of this decided to put in a punishment to speedrunners for doing the missed clip. If you don't know what the missed clip is, we use a tent to kind of manipulate the map, and we kind of clip over the town in general at the beginning of the game. And in the vanilla speedrun, you pick up like dancing daggers and some other equipment that helps you kind of speed through the beginning. But as a punishment, Pink Puff put in, if you do the missed clip, it's just going to send you right to the moon. And we use this to our advantage. It's a pretty quick run. Fight like 4 bosses total. Well, 3 bosses if you count one being in a chest. But yeah, it's a pretty great run. In the original versions of this, you could do the duplication glitch the old style way, where you do it in the battle. You know, like bring a sword down out of the menu. But here, it was actually patched out, so we have to do duplication another way. And I don't know if anybody's actually ever seen this before. It's a pretty interesting way to duplicate items. You can also duplicate on the treasure reward screen. So what we're going to do, we're going to go to the item shop right away once we get full control and can go into the town. And we're going to fill our inventory. We're going to go pick up a chest, and we're going to get that like full inventory and the treasure reward screen, and we're just going to duplicate something there. Oh, we're going to be duping, don't you worry. But only for money. To anybody that likes FF4, I really recommend this ROM hack. It's pretty great. It does get a little on the difficult side towards mid to end game, but it is definitely one of my favorites. But yeah, like I said, it's pretty vanilla up until Fagul. After Fagul, I don't really want to spoil too much, but instead of the ship getting wrecked, you actually make it back to Baron, and you confront the king. And that's all I'm going to say about that. So, yeah. I highly recommend this. It's got a lot of shout-outs to older Final Fantasy games. Just a really great game all around. There's some added features. Some J items were added back in. This has a dash function. All around, it's pretty great. Yo, Retrothon, that was a great run to watch. I love me some FF6. Shout out to Retrothon, by the way. That was a amazing seed to watch. Yeah, no worries. No worries. We change our battle speed and battle message, you know, usual vanilla stuff, and we're gonna grab all these items here. Oh no, this would be a fantastic for any casual player. It doesn't really work on exploiting the systems in any way. Most of the ROM hacks I've played aren't exploitive. Like, knowing game mechanics does definitely help, but This is one of those where you can just kind of play through it and do your own thing, and yeah, it does get... It is more difficult than vanilla. Vanilla's, I find, to be on the easier side. This kind of ramps up the difficulty just a hair, but nothing a little grinding won't fix. Yeah, that FF6 run was pretty great. Huge shoutouts. What's what noise? You're probably hearing some background noise. Probably hearing my mashing, actually. Almost sounds like a cockpot. Yeah, it's probably my mashing. That might be it too. I've been having some microphone issues lately. Hopefully it makes its way out. Distant muffled crowd noise. Well, hopefully it goes away. We do need to find out what's causing those issues. Alright, so we're gonna head into town, head to the item shop, and we're gonna fill our inventory with some stuff. We're gonna sell a couple things, because we are gonna pick up a potion. It's gonna kind of clean things up a little bit. It does not have auto sprint shoes. You have to hold down Y to dash. So here we're going to pick up a tent, put it here, and then take the empty spot where the tent was and put it in an empty spot. And we're going to go sell this empty spot for all of the money. And we're going to go back, sort to get all those bestiaries into one spot. Yeah, pretty much. I'm gonna grab the chocobo. Yeah, you can't do the item glitch in combat. We're gonna throw a save here in case the Mist Dragon fight gets stupid. But we should be fine. The only issue is we need to make sure Cecil is dead before we do the Mist Dragon fight, or before we end the Mist Dragon fight, because we're going to be throwing all the experience onto Kane. It's very important that Cecil stays at the level he's at for the Zeromus fight. So as you can see, Cecil does a fair bit more damage than he usually would. We just want to make sure we don't do too much damage before the change. We're gonna kill off Cecil with the poison here. Yeah, we're basically going to be keeping Cecil dead for green reasons. So it should be like 2 jumps unless we get a good high damage roll. That one was alright. The worst thing we can see here is a miss. But there we go. Nice and easy. We are going to save before we do the missed clip stuff. Just in case we get an encounter, because getting an encounter while using a tent will cause some issues. So we use a half step, open the menu, which kind of moves the map, but it doesn't move us. And we walk on top of the town, we change, save. And then go over the town. On the vanilla speedrun, you would usually just go back into the town, but we're just gonna walk right over it. We're gonna go grind a little bit. We're gonna get Kane to level 13. We're gonna look for, not this encounter, but we're gonna be looking for 4 sandmen in the desert, and then we're gonna be running around inside the cave up here to the north, because dashing gets us encounters a little bit faster. Yep, no Rydia. Rydia's fine. Nothing bad ever happens. Alright, so we're in the cave. Just gonna run around, and their good friend Kane to level 13. Come on, hands. So we're gonna bring Cecil up, we're gonna use the life glitch, and then we're gonna kill Cecil off before we finish the fight. Wait a minute, I'll go. Alright. Have Cecil use an ether on himself. Carry. There we go. So yeah, we're just gonna run around back and forth here until we get to level 13. 4 zombies is great because we can use this firebomb to punch through the fight really quick. Alright, one more level. revive Cecil out of this fight, so we have him up for the next fight. Wander around and hope for a good fight like this. This should put us there. It might be close. We kill Cecil off. It's very important. Alright, one more fight. Takes forever. Alright, here we go. This is probably the best option we could get. Of course, we get the miss. So we really want to take care of this water bug before it retreats, but we didn't get it, which is fine. We're going to use Dark here, so that will kill Cecil off. This should be the fight. Cool. That is level 13, and now we'll be on our way. So, the reason that we get sent back to the moon when we do the skip glitch is if you enter any town that you're not supposed to enter with the package. We still have the package in our inventory, so we're going to save up beforehand, and you'll see. It's going to be nice and fun. But yeah, this was originally meant as a punishment to speedrunners, and then our good friend Rivers McCown was like, hey, let's figure something out. So this is where we get it. And to the moon. Throw another save down. There's one encounter in here that we cannot run from, and that is a single warlock. So we hope we don't run into one of those. It would be great if we didn't. Yeah, if you go into a town with the package still in your inventory where you're not supposed to be going into a town with the package in your inventory, you'll get sent directly to them. It's pretty great. So we're going to pick up the dragon gear, which will make Kane very OP. Of course, we get smacked first. Go figure. This is why we save. And we're off. This is unprecedented crisis. All right, and we should be good. We did get a ton of money really fast. We duplicated some items, and we basically crashed the economy in Baron. So we're gonna take one fight on this floor. It's gonna be the D-Bone fight. the purple dragon zombie that we just fought, and that's why we bought all these X potions. Since it's undead, it's a really nice and easy way to kill and get some high damage. X potions are not full potions, they're just the Cure 3s from vanilla. The Dragon Gear will make, as you can see, Kain invincible. Yeah, if you have the package in your inventory where you're not supposed to have it when you enter a place, you kind of get sent to them. What kind of hack is this? This is unintentional, Argent. This is not the way the game is supposed to be played. This is meant to be a punishment for speedrunners, but it got changed into an actual speedrun. If you actually play the hack out, it is fantastic. So like if you don't use the misclip and you don't use any major glitches, it's a really fun ROM hack. Highly recommend it. I just like to showcase this silly run because it's pretty ridiculous. I mean, we're level 13 on the moon. So we gotta get this to level 19, or level 18. Whatever level Kain is at after this fight. Just because if we run into a blue dragon on the next floor, the blue dragon can kill us pretty quickly with their blizzard breath or whatever it's called. Heal Cecil, yeah. And then here we go. We gotta keep Cecil alive because there is a enemy called Fatal Eye that usually casts Condemn in vanilla, but it actually just casts Fatal in this version, and they go really fast. So if Kain were to get hit, there would probably be the another reset. Well, not a reset, but a death. So, gotta keep Cecil alive, just in case. But as you can see, Kain is pretty invincible. We're just gonna keep rocking it, and we're gonna go basically to the D-Lunar spot. Again, they're undead. We have a source of damage to them, and it's a pretty you can manipulate the fight to a certain point. Hey, they missed? What? I've never seen them miss, actually. They always hit Kain for whatever reason it is. Oh, get paralyzed. Go figure. So we got the Mirage Vest here. It's going to speed up Kain so we can get through some fights a little bit faster. We still have that dragon defense. It's beneficial in the long run. I'm going to pick up this chest here. These are the Lordly Robes. That's going to go on Cecil right before we fight the D-Lunars. This is a fine fight because they won't cast the Blizzard because there's two of them. Bring Cecil back up. A lot of menuing at the early part, and then it'll get a lot smoother once we get to this D-Lunar fight. So we're going to save. We're going to do some equipment adjustments, because we do want Cecil to live mostly through this fight. We're going to take the gloves and shield off. I think it's the gloves and helm. That one, okay. That's right. Here we go. Shield, helm, Lordly Robes, because the Lordly Robes, they prevent status effects, which is good, because the D-Lunars have that breath attack, and we have no way to cast Wall. Ping Puff and counter odds are still the same. And here we go. Just gonna throw a whole bunch of Cure 3s on the front one, and we're gonna basically attack the second one to trigger their counter script, and then they'll get locked when there's only one left, because they'll never actually be able to counter it. But I believe you can steal sirens in this game, if I remember right. I don't actually recall. So we're going to count 4 attacks from the D-Lunars, and then we're going to queue up a remedy. It's 2. There's 3. I'll come back around to Cecil's turn. We're just going to hesitate on him for a second. And then their next turn they're going to queue up their breath. Queue it up on Kane. And then we just rinse and repeat. And you cannot leave the Lunar Submarine, that is absolutely correct. Otherwise we would probably go out and try and find some sort of reflect item for this fight to make it easier. So I'm going to throw an X Potion on Cecil here, just to make sure his health doesn't get too low. Kane's health can go down and be okay, since he's only taking 1. Cecil takes a hair bit more damage. 2. 3. Wait on Cecil, queue up that remedy. You might not be able to cast Exit either. I don't remember. It's, like I said, it's been forever since I've actually played this casually and not like this. So it's kind of hard for me to totally remember everything. I do recommend a playthrough casually for anybody that likes FF4. It's really fantastic. There's 1. 2. 3. We'll wait. So once this front one dies, which should be in like, I want to say like 3 or 4 more X Potions, we'll just physically attack the second one. And then we'll be pretty much in the clear. That will basically lock their script into a fire counter, because when there's only 1 left, they always counter everything with fire, but they can't actually attack because they're waiting on their other script to load, the virus wall one. So here we're just gonna hold down A, and heal up everybody, and now we're in the clear. So this fight's just a battle of making sure that Cecil's dead before the end of the fight, and watching the HP count on the D-Lunar. There's 1,300, I think they have like 15,000 roughly. So right before Cecil dies, we'll throw an X Potion on Kane to make sure he's at full health. finish the fight out with Kane. And after this, we're going to pop open another chest. And take a fight in that chest for experience and an item. Very valuable item. Alright, now we just finished the fight out with Kane, and we'll call it. It'll be good. This will get us 100,000 experience for Kane, bumping our levels up pretty drastically, making the next fight much easier and much faster. Well, not the fastest fight in the world, but it will be faster. I might be wrong, I think they got like 20k here. I don't remember. I just know you just throw X potions until they die. That's why I would buy 2 stacks of them. I'd like to see some higher rolls than 1100s. 1500 would be pretty good. I think the 15's like the highest. Get quite a few levels here. I think it's like 12 or so levels. 100,000 experience is pretty good. Get a very valuable item for Cecil here. We will be menuing beforehand to make sure everybody stays alive. I'm gonna equip Cecil here. I'm gonna throw the ribbons on. Get the ribbons. There we go. The ribbons do add to agility in this game. Take your energy buffs. And here's almost our final eclipse. We'll be getting 2 more items total. 1 in a chest. Actually 2 in a chest. The next fight is the probably second slowest fight of the game outside of Zeroma's. But here we go. Little tricker. Yeah, pretty much. This is about Kane being fed up with being Kane, basically. Alright. We fight a behemoth here. Very slow fight. We don't have to worry about it too much, because we just jump with Kane. Throw X potions when we need to. 4 elixirs. Keep away. Yeah. We got quite a large chunk of HP to chew through here. So we'll be jumping for a little bit. I could cast Lit 3 if I even had Lit 3. You gotta have it to actually be able to cast it, right? Trickster is always sus. So we want to cure up around 400 or so HP because they can hit pretty hard. We'll actually cure up after the next hit. But that's how this fight goes. Just jump and heal up in between. It's a little on the slow side, but the reward is well worth it and will make the grinding much, much faster. The reward from this chest is a Dragon Lance. It does bonus damage to dragons, and, well, it's a better weapon as well. And will be mainly grinding on dragons, so it'll be super beneficial. Gold dragons provide a lot of experience. Yeah, basically. He's just a really big Goomba. A really big, muscular Goomba. Sometimes you get a miss, which is nice to see. We get basically another free turn. We like to see damage rolls around 500, makes things a little faster. You can't always get the best RNG. That's nice to see right there, though. Alright, heal up. If the behemoth does crit, it can get pretty scary if you're at low HP. I think they can do up to upwards of like 550-ish. That's about the highest I've seen. Can be pretty rough. This is the natural cycle of things in this run. Just kind of rinse and repeat. The Zeromus fight's probably my favorite just because of how tightly timed everything is when you're doing it. If you don't hit the run buffers right, the fight can go sideways really quick. But yeah. After this run's pretty much almost done. We just have a little bit of grinding to do, another chest to grab, and that's it. Heal up. We do need to grind to level 49. Level 49 is the last multiplier, well, not the last multiplier that we hit, the most important multiplier with where our HP value is good to survive a full power Big Bang if need be. I definitely recommend going back and watching the end of the VOD. He did win, and it was in a fantastic fashion. It was amazing. Yeah, those 500 rolls are pretty nice. It's good to see a lot of them. Hey, there we go. I don't have my splits open, so I don't know where we're at right now, like speed-wise, but it feels like it's going pretty quick. There's our Dragon Lance. Used to pretty much be the main weapon we used, but I decided to start picking up the Rune Axe, and the Rune Axe has led to a lot of good things. We take Gold Dragon and Silver Dragon fights because of the experience that you get from them. Tons and tons of them. I mean like my splits in general. I don't know where my timer was on my PB, but this feels like it's going pretty quick. We will not fight these because they're a little slow. They have really high defense versus the Red Dragon, versus the Red Dragons. The Red Dragons have lower physical defense, so they get some less damage. The Blue Dragons get less damage physically than the Red Dragons do. So we'd rather see Red Dragons later on our descent. But there's another reason why we're headed up to this chest. It's because it has a Red Dragon and a Blue Dragon inside of it, making for some very valuable experience and a relatively quick fight. Some good damage items. Take out the Blue Dragon first. And we'll get the rune axe from this chest. The rune axe is going to be a little bit stronger, make the Zeromus fight a little bit faster. I'm not worried too much about using it outside of the Zeromus fight. We're going to be focusing on this Dragon Lance. And just focusing on taking out the dragons and getting all that experience we need. That blizzard, when first used against us, if we were on our way down, would have absolutely wrecked our health. Which is why we take that grind early on. And then, as you can see, these dragons really don't do much. I'm gonna heal up after this fight just to make sure we have the health we need. Another basically 90,000 experience. That rune axe. That's 39, so we need 10 levels. Don't want to fight these. They're more than a one hit, and their experience isn't worth the go. There's a punishment that the developer of this ROM hack made to punish speedrunners who do the mist clip, and they send you right to the moon. One of the most veteran speedrunners of FF4 figured out a way to just make it viable for a speedrun. And here we are. We'll be done in just a little bit. Probably about 24 or so minutes, 25. Depends on how this grind goes. The rune axe would be good against the warlocks, but they cast spells that hurt, so we're gonna run from them. The red giant's gonna take forever to fight. Blue D's take forever to fight, so we're gonna run away. Now we're gonna wander around on this floor. Yeah, we're gonna straw zero this to death, basically, nice and slow. So we're gonna wander around on this floor till about level 47, and then we're gonna get our last fight or two on the descent with the red dragon. Could bring up Cecil for this fight, but I find it's a little bit faster to just leave him down instead of killing him off every time. Would get almost double the experience. 42, so 7 more levels. Hopefully we keep finding these fights. This is fantastic. So I think the world record's like a 56 something. So there's not a lot of time left in this run. I think that was 2 levels. We're gonna throw a quick save down. So we'll head down at like 46, 47, and fight any red dragons we find along the way until we hit 49. We'll wander around up here for just a little bit more. We will revive Cecil before we head down below in case we run into an evil mask, so we can run away. Had a marathon run last time go pretty sideways because kind of took a wipe the evil mask. All right, we'll go one more dragon fight, then we'll make our way down. Cecil back up. Heal Kane. And make our way down. There's one more save point before the final part of the descent. But we're gonna hope for no evil masks here. This is perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. Get our 50,000+ experience here. That puts us at 47. Yep, 2 more levels. Take the behemoth, actually. Actually, we'll... If it was a red dragon behemoth. But I do need to bring Cecil back up. Forgot about that. Now we should be in the clear after this next floor. If you did bring Cecil back up there, Evil Mask would get at least 1 spell off, and that could possibly wipe us. So that's one reason we brought Cecil back. Now we're pretty clear of the Evil Masks, so we're hoping for... Okay, so this fight's fine, because I'll only get the reflex off. Evil Masks still scare me. Pretty terrifying. Alright, now we just wander around down here until we find our red dragon. Behemoth fight's fine too, I guess. This should put us at 48. One more fight. Of course, we keep getting the doo-doo encounters. This is why I saved. Hey, this'll work. Why not? This will definitely put us there. We don't need those gold coins. We're fine. That is a stack of red Ds. You can get 3. You can get a 3 stack in vanilla too. They do the same thing in Final Fantasy VI with the Vectars in Kefka's Tower. They have a stack of 4, I think. Alright. So after this, I'm gonna do my final equip, and then we're gonna make our way to Zeromus. We are going to bring Cecil back up, fully heal everyone, except for Cecil, I guess. The next 4 can have a couple scary encounters. Well, a couple scary spells. This is one of them. If the mind gets a 3rd turn, it casts Comet, which can do 1800 with what I'm at. Breath is fine, it's just 2 physical attacks. Now, if you're asking yourself, how are you going to beat Zeromus? We're going to jump Zeromus. We're going to jump over the Big Bangs, completely ignore any damage we'll be getting from those. The only damage we will be getting is from Ice 3 and Flare, / Nuke, whatever you want to call it. And the true final boss, Edward. Oh no, we died. Whatever will we do? The good news is, we don't have to use the crystal. You might be asking yourself, who's that? It's Golbez. The story's got if you play it through casually, the story's got a few twists and turns. That I will not spoil, because I know there's some people who want to play it but haven't played it. Well, this is a good guy. At a certain point in the story. Yep. We skip all the prayers and stuff. I believe it's the same way if you do the other ending as well. This fight's pretty straightforward. The first phase, we're going to fight and jump. Really no run buffering outside of that first one. The second phase of the fight, we're going to have to run buffer before every big bang so we don't get absolutely destroyed by it. Okay, we got the tip. Alright, so we're in phase 2 now. Now we're gonna throw an elixir, so we have full HP in case we mess up for a big bang. So we're gonna get a flare here. Mystic Quest? Oh man, I love Mystic Quest. The music is great. Casually, it's great. Speedrun-wise, it's my least favorite game. Approximately 2,500. I have no idea. A lot. The speedrun of Final Fantasy II, I actually don't really mind. I think it's pretty good. The game casually, I'm not a big fan of. The music's great. So after this jump, we're going to throw an elixir so we can survive the nuke, because the nuke can hurt a fair amount. Flare, nuke. I'm used to saying nuke because I'm used to playing vanilla pretty much. Don't worry, it's pretty ridiculous to me too. I never thought I'd be able to solo the game with Kane. Could still sub-hour this. We've got to be pretty close. Got to be like a couple swings away from being done. Yeah, pretty much. Oh, no sub-hour. Feels bad. This game needs a Yeti. This is a Yeti. That's a Yeti in disguise. Hey, look at that. GG. And that is the broken version of Final Fantasy IV Unprecedented Crisis. I do highly recommend playing this game casually. It's a really great game. You can find it on romhacking.net. Yeah, that's the run. It's pretty nice, quick, and short to the point. Yeah, thanks for the GGs, everyone. Thanks to RGL for allowing me to run this game. Y'all are great. Yeah. Keep sticking around. This is a great marathon. RGL's fantastic group of people. And yeah, up next we have we've got some games for you. Valkyrie no Densetsu. I don't know what that game is, but I will be watching. So yeah. Again, thanks to RGL. Y'all are great. Chat, thank you for hanging out and watching this nonsense of a run.